So one of the questions going around the NBA right now is Wiggins unhappy? What's up, everyone, and welcome to my thoughts on the Timberwolves news lately. How Andrew Wiggins is apparently unhappy. Thibodeau's trying to trade Wiggins last season with Taj denying it. It's just my thoughts on the whole situation, and just I think I make a good point that this is all fake news. So the reports are that Wiggins, he's unhappy being the third option. He's whispered to teammates that he's unhappy being the third option, but I have gotten together a couple things that don't really make sense why that would be talked about, especially right now, why he would say it right now, and why it's just fake news at this point. So first of all, everyone was kind of confused about this, saying that, Wiggins didn't know that he would be the third option when he signed his deal. But the thing is, Jimmy Butler came to the team in July 2017, and Wiggins signed the deal October of 2017. So he had 5 good months there where he could have figured it out that he didn't want to be the third option, but he still signed the deal, and he told the management that he wants to play Timberwolves. He loves Minnesota, so I don't see how that could change this quick. Especially when Wiggins, when Jimmy's been out, Wiggins been first option a lot of the time. He's been getting more shots, putting up more points, and it just seems like a weird time to be like, I'm unhappy being the third option. Well, you're the first option right now, and he's getting touches, he's complaining, and it just doesn't seem like Wiggins to complain when he's getting his touches. I think Wiggins just wants to get into the playoffs and win a series or something like that. I don't think he cares too much about his touches, especially because you see him on defense this year, and he's trying a lot more on defense because he knows that he won't get the touches that he wants, even though this season the statistics prove that he has more shots per game than both Butler and Towns. So it's kind of wondering what type of third option gets that many shots, and I think he understands that too, how he's technically the third in scoring, but he's getting the most shot attempts, and the way Wiggins plays is he needs to get hot to be able to score a bunch. So maybe he still needs more shots than he's getting, but he's still getting his shots. I don't think he's unhappy at all with that. So more about the whispers. See, a whisper is kind of a reporter saying, I hear whispers. Well, there's nothing proven about that. There's no report, there's a report that Wiggins talked to a teammate about being unhappy, but then if the teammate goes and tells the reporter, that's just a bad teammate, and at this point the teammates don't want to cause any friction with the team or anything like that. So even if he did tell a teammate, the teammate wouldn't go and tell a reporter. That's how this whole thing isn't real news, is because why would you want distractions at this point in the season, especially when you're fighting for a playoff spot? And Wiggins as a person, Andrew Wiggins he's a quiet guy. He doesn't really complain about stuff, even bad fouls. He'll be kind of what? But then he'll go, and he doesn't get rattled mentally in a game. And I think he's just a calm guy, and I can't see him really complaining to teammates or anything like that, or especially complaining to a teammate and then having the teammate tell the other person. I think if Andrew does tell a teammate, he would tell a teammate that he trusts. Since he is a quiet person, he has to have that trust with the teammate to be able to tell them that. So that's another thing. Now this news came one day after the reports of Tom Thibodeau trying to trade Wiggins in the offseason, and then the owner kind of vetoing the trade. Later that day, Taj Gibson actually went on Instagram to deny it, saying lies, because they had a core that they want. Even you look in this season, and they didn't want to add anyone. They had a roster spot, but they didn't want to add anyone, so they didn't add anyone. They didn't sign anyone until Derrick Rose, and that's just because of the injury, because they like their team. So if they like their team, why would they change it up by trading Wiggins or stuff like that? If they like their team, they're gonna stay with their team, and that's what they've done all season, and that's what they're going to continue to do. See, I don't think the Timberwolves should react too much from this news. I think because a lot of people I've seen are saying that, like, oh well, the Timberwolves are going to trade him in the offseason now and stuff like that. I don't think they really should. I think they should keep their core together. It's true that Wiggins doesn't really add anything new to the team that either Towns or Butler can't do, but I feel like he plays good basketball. He's a good defender now. Him having Jimmy Butler there, he's going to become Jimmy Butler. So if Jimmy Butler doesn't re-sign, then we'll have someone. But trading him next offseason, I don't think that's a good plan at all. I don't think the Timberwolves should react too much towards this unless Wiggins goes to the owner himself and says, I want to be traded. I don't think you do anything about it, especially when you have him for 5 years and he's quite committed to the team. All this news and drama and stuff like this, it's trying to get the Timberwolves unfocused at a time where they need a playoff run and a couple wins to get into the playoffs, to get them unfocused. They might lose a couple games that they should win and stuff like that. So it's just fake news. It's just trying to get them off their game. We've seen it in years past. We've seen a bunch of drama and stuff like that. It's nothing to get worried about, and nobody really should get worried about too much about it. Because, like, my reasons are, he signed his extension when he knew he was going to be third option. Right now he's getting his touches, so why would he complain right now instead of before when he wasn't getting his touches? Whispers to a teammate, and then the teammate goes and tells a reporter. That just doesn't make sense at all. And then, like, just other news that is said to be false too, like the Thibodeau trading him. It's just false. So those are just a bunch of reasons how it's just fake news. So I wouldn't pay too much attention to it. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the Timberwolves news this week. The Tom Thibodeau trading him and him being unhappy at the third option. But thanks for watching my video. Make sure to subscribe for more Timberwolves content, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.